Hi, my name is Brittany Edwards. Today is 8/4/2021. I actually put 6. It is August 4th, 2021. And I am doing the Carb formation lab. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I put alcohol in this cup. I ran out of the clears. Inside are the germ tubes, sanitizing, and then I have 2 pipettes, one for the S-epi and the other for the yeast. I have my candle that I'm going to go ahead and light. Okay, and I'm going to push this back. That's better, so that way you can see everything. So I have my candle that's lit. I have my 6 phenol red broths. I did number them. Number 1's right here. That is going to be for the glucose. And one is for S-epi, one is for cerveza. I'm going to go ahead and open this. So number 1 is for the glucose. Number 2, S-epi. Number 2, cerveza is right here. And number 2 is for fructose. Number 3, and then number 3, one of each bacteria, and that is for the mannitol. Okay. So I'm going to start with number 1. I'm just going to do number 1 and number 2 and number 3. I'll do off camera so the video is not extra long. So what I'm going to do first, I've already disinfected the area. I washed my hands. I have gloves on. Each one is labeled. Germ tubes are in the alcohol, so are the pipettes. Candle is lit. So I'm going to get the first one, the cerveza, and I am going to run this through the flame. Okay. So I'm going to get the glucose. And I am going to pour half of this in here. Okay. Okay, and then I am going to run the alcohol through again. The tube through the flame again. It's been a long work day. And then I'm going to get my other number 1. And I'm going to run that through the flame. Without touching, I need to get the remainder of the glucose and put it in this one. Okay. Do the flame again. Set that to the side, put it right here. It's telling me to do that to all of the phenol reds. So I have the number 2, the S-epi. with the fructose is what we're doing for this one. Okay. So I'm going to put half of this fructose in this one. Perfect. I'm gonna kind of flip it a little bit because I see some it's right there on the edge. So I'm getting the number 2 cerevisiae, running it through the flame. Getting the remainder of the fructose. Perfect. Run it through the flame again. I'm just going to go ahead and do number 3 since it's telling me to do them all. Hopefully this video is not too long for you. So number 3, cerevisiae. I'm taking the mannitol, putting half of it in there. It's actually kind of hard to get it out. This one seems thicker than the others. Run it through the flame. Putting the cap back on. And I see some at the rim, so I'm gonna get it to go down. Number 3, and I mislabeled this one. That one says cerevisiae. So this one says cerevisiae, so I'm going to cross that out and I'm gonna put S epi, so I'm not getting confused. Okay. Running this through the heat. I'm glad I caught that before we got to that part. Putting the remainder of this. Okay. Run it through the heat again. All right, set that to the side. Okay, so now it's telling me to remove the durum alcohol from the alcohol. and go ahead and shake them. Okay, and I'll put some of those down there. Just running this through the heat. And I'm putting the durian face down. And I'm going to set that aside. Oh, my marker is coming off. So I'm going to try to refrain from touching the writing. Putting the tube down. I'm going to do the same. Okay, let me get the fructose. Okay. Sticking to me. And then put it down. The mannitol S-Epi. And the mannitol cerevisiae. Oh, my hand got stuck. Okay. This has alcohol in it still. All right. So now I'm going to make sure that there's no bubbles in them. Invert it. They all seem to be good. This is the only one. There we go. And come out. There we go. So no bubbles. I am now going to get my cultures. So I'm going to start with, I'm going to put the service days of each over here. That way I could do one culture at a time. So I'm going to start with the S-epi. So S-epi. One, two, running the culture through the flame. Uh-oh. Wonder if it will light. There we go. Okay. And then I'm going to run the broth through the flame. Okay. So I'm going to get my make sure all the alcohol's out of here. And I'm going to get some of, oh, still dripping, some of the culture without touching. And I'm going to do 4 drops. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'll put the rest back. Okay. So that's one of the S-epi. Flames keeps going out. Let it cool for a little bit. One, 2, 3, 4. And then let's do the flame. One, 2, 3. That was a weird drop. 4. All right, so I'm done with this S-epi. I'm going to flame the lip, put the top back on, and put it over here so I can put it in the fridge. Since I'm done with that, I no longer need this S-epi syringe, but I'm gonna leave it there so that way I can dispose of it correctly. Okay, so I need the cerveza, which is right here. I'm gonna shake it so I could make sure all the particles are throughout, not just on the bottom. Cerveza. Been a while since I had to use this one. I don't know what is wrong with my candle. Okay. At this point, I'm about to use the lighter. Okay. So I'm going to get my syringe with the C on it, shake out all the alcohol. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, let me run this back in here first. So much in there. That's done. One, 2, 3, 4. Did it. Shaking this again. The last one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Gonna twist the tops. Okay, so I'm going to put the yeast back in the fridge for future experiments. And I'm going to take my pheno reds and I'm going to place it in my location to incubate it for at least 12 hours. I then am going to see in my 12 hours, I'm going to see if there's a color change. If there's no change in 12 hours, I'm going to incubate it for another 6 hours. I can't do longer than 24 hours. Let's see. So yeah, so that's the end of part 1. Part 2, I will continue to see what it looks like. And I'm going to clean my area. And yeah, thank you.